Okay, so after a couple of bad miscues, a fumbled punt, an almost interception to start the game, Michigan's lucky to only be down 7-0, and here they are, and they actually have a great drive they put together here under Sherrone Moore, and it really shows what Moore does with all the shifts and motions and misdirection and play action, and it has a pro style to it, but a lot of spread as well. So they don't do any tempo. It's always a huddle, but it's okay. That's where it's really pro style. But yeah, there's always something going on. So when you start off here, look, you have tight end running back out here, trips down here to the wide. So you have an empty set. We're going to motion these guys right away. Look at Bama. They don't really play man on man. Sometimes they do, and they did in that last one I showed, which was the near interception. When they're blitzing and stuff, they go pure man to man. But mostly it's match. That's why this guy's not crossing all the way around here. They match up, and that's what they're doing here. That's why there has to be a lot of communication. If these guys screw up their assignments at all, and they're not super complicated assignments. I mean, it's something Saban invented. He expects you. He basically, each guy here probably has two assignments. If then, if this, then this, kind of like that. Saban keeps it simple, but it's easy to say it's simple when you're not in the heat of battle in the middle of a playoff game for kids and youngsters coming up. So, you mess up an assignment here or there, and then the whole thing busts up, and you'll see that in a minute. But anyway, and these motions and shifts and misdirections help these guys to screw up their assignments. That's the point of it, too. So anyway, you motion a tight end in and you motion the running back in, and all of a sudden you've got five of the eligibles all on one side. There's the tight end who just shifted there. There's the trip still, and there's the running back there. All five eligibles to one side. Don't see that in the NFL that much. That's the kind of stuff that's really a spread that you don't see in the NFL, but the rest of it's a lot of pro style. But anyway, and then we motion this guy. This is starting to look like Sean McVay or Shanahan. Now we have a shift over here and an emotion back over here with the receiver. And look at these guys. No one's following because it's not pure man, it's match. Boom. We got a little play action, and nope, not a play action. You would think so, and I'm saying that because look at these guys. We're looking for pass everywhere with all that nonsense, that eye candy. It's just a power counter. What a way to get to your heavy power run. Out of a shotgun, out of all that motion, just a nice power counter. And I mean, believe you me, there's more talent on the red side. The red team has more talent. And, but they're set up and they're on their heels. So we get a good 6 yards out of it. Good read by Corum, some good blocking. Not looking into the technical, not looking into the execution here or the talent. I'm looking purely at the scheme. So we'll move on. Now look at this condensed set. This guy, you can call him an H-back, you can call him a fullback. You want to call it 1-2 personnel, or you want to call it 2-1, doesn't matter. It's heavy, okay? It's pro style. And you have a receiver there. We have a little motion here. Everybody's going to block to the right, to the boundary. That's where we're headed, right? As you see the turn by McCarthy. Nope. Quick pitch out here. Most of Bama's the other way. Boom. Huge run. Good read. Corum's a really good shifty runner. Good blocking out wide. Again, looking at it from here, it's amazing. It's simple. It's nothing like innovative. It's nothing ahead of its time or anything, but it's very, very good. Very simple, executable, So there goes, look at this. Everybody, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can we count? Yeah, 8. So we've got 3 guys left somewhere. Boom. Quick pitch out. Nice, simple to execute. Of course, you can see these guys have repped it a lot. Boom. Look at that. I can't count. I'm missing someone. It was 9. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 9. So I can't count. There you go. I'm getting all confused by Sherrone Moore. All right. Boom. We got all this out there. We got 2 blockers out there. Crackback. Lawson, a very talented linebacker. All these guys are 4 and 5 stars. They're racing like chickens with their heads cut off to the wrong. They were going to the wrong side. Look at Kool-Aid, McKinstry. Big time recruit. Look at him. Screwed up. And there comes Key for the tackle. Good job to stop it from being even a bigger play. Okay, so we come over to here. Now what do we have? Another condensed set. I think we got 3 receivers. So it's a 1-1 personnel, 1 tight end, 1 running back. Look at these guys all in here. This is another thing. Bama's pretty much saying, look, we have so much confidence in our 5 and 4 stars that we are going to go, match it up, and we're not really putting much help except just one safety, basically. But that's what they do, and they have the talent to do it, and the coach to coach them up. So, and a nice little play action here. Roll out to JJ, and one of their talented guys, Lawson, the linebacker, comes around. It would have been nice for JJ to fake here, then throw, but JJ's not. JJ's good at what he does. He's good at improv. He's not always good at, look at this, 2 guys open, a receiver and a tight end. And because of look at it, the eyes. JJ doesn't move anyone with his eyes. He doesn't do a pump fake or anything. And boom, it's blocked. So big play negated. But we come back to here, and again, we're doing a little quick RPO action. At this point, you can see how Bama's now on their heels. They're not sure what's going on because of all this stuff. But again, look, they're matching up. Here comes Downs, a big-time recruit, Caleb Downs. Look at this. This is why he was a big recruit. And then look at Lawson over there with him. So Loveland's like, darn, Loveland's a good tight end, but nothing was happening there. Just a lot of talent going on. And then I love this. So you see Sherrone Moore right there, trying to figure this out, hoping this next call works. Great stuff. We've got everybody, we've got an empty set again, and we're just doing power sweep by the running back. Mullings, the bigger of the running backs, he was out wide here. He motions in and does a crack back to seal the edge. Got a pull by the lineman. And look at this. Look at McCarthy go. This is this is like old school, old quarterback stuff. Power sweep by the quarterback. This is what you have to do with McCarthy. Having an injured ankle all year, that was a problem. And it still looked like a problem. He was a little hurt in this game, but that's what you have to do. Look at Harbaugh. Checking it off. Checking the boxes. Watch this. See? I mean, this, and remember, I don't know what Sherrone Moore was going to do on his own, but he's under Harbaugh. This is what he does. It's going to have a heavy pro style, and also a lot of the misdirection and different stuff going on Weiss was doing last year, their coordinator from last year, who's no longer with them. So now look at this, 4th and 1, heavy set, of course, and just, no playing around. And you might say, well, what are you showing me here? Nothing. Yeah, these guys are on their heels is what I'm showing you, because they're not sure, because of all that stuff that I just showed you, that this isn't going to be some play action and misdirection, and they don't want to give up a big play, so everybody's kind of careful all of a sudden. They get look at this, even the defensive linemen. These are big-time recruits over here, big-time talent, and they're getting blown off the ball because they're not sure what's going on. Well, this time, it's right up the gut. That's what's going on. Nothing but right up the gut. And Corum isn't playing around. This kid's tough. Not big, but he's tough. So now this is where it starts to wear down a bit. This kind of offense. We're not really doing, at this point, we've had a lot of little misdirection, play action. Now we're doing another counter. They've seen that. And you're not going to beat Bama out on talent. That's not going to happen. And so you're not getting much now. Again, I'm not going into super details to keep this video as short as possible. I love the play action. Motion by Morgan right here. Another condensed pro style set. Pistol. But here's where we go. Again, the legs. McCarthy's improv, his legs, his toughness, and his leadership. Those are the big things. I don't know that he's going to be an NFL quarterback. I know he's going to be drafted, and we're going to find out. I could be wrong, but I'm not saying he won't be. I'm not wrong or right. I'm just not 100% certain, because a lot of his style is so good for this kind of stuff, which isn't quite as effective. The NFL, as we know, is got supreme talent. But yeah, so little play action. Again, look at the matchups here. This is a great angle to see how the Bama matches up. Look at this. So we had, off of this, we had a motion. There we go. The motion's already started with Morgan, I think, the freshman. He motions over here. There's no one following him. It's not man-to-man. This is a safety Downs. He's going to go out one-on-one on him and match up with him. Now this cornerback, Arnold, has no one. That's what's so great about these motions. You've screwed this up. This guy's wasted. And now he's trying to go one-on-one. And yes, he's talented, but he's not a cornerback. Look at McCarthy gives up. This is what I mean. Like in the NFL, this would be a problem. He gives up down the field too quick. Look at that. Look at this. Open. Wide open. Why? Again, the matchup style that they're playing. Watch this. Okay, match up here. This safety's deep, right? But he's matching. Look at this guy. He's got him. Then he passes him off to the safety. Boom. And now he's going to grab this guy. This guy's wide open. Again, I don't know if that's the right assignment. I wouldn't know that. But all I can tell you is there's a guy wide open down here. McCarthy didn't keep his head up. So now he's on the run, but this is what he's good at. He's on the move. And this linebacker, Lawson, who's an excellent, really top talent, but he just can't stay with this guy that long. Mullings breaks free. And then a great little pitch and catch from McCarthy. Good stuff. Okay, great catch too. And then we come over here. Have a little motion again. Look at that fly sweep. Little fly sweep we put in there. Look at Bama going the wrong way. But the problem is, not the best blocking out here. Still get some yards. This is how you beat a team that's more talented than you. Okay. And now we have another motion. Always someone moving around. Now we got a little trips condensed set again. Pro style. And this is just beautiful. We'll show it from this end zone look. This is Lawson. I think Herbstreit called him Campbell. That's okay. It's hard to keep these guys straight. This is not man-to-man. This is match. Watch this. See, Arnold has this guy press coverage. Do you think so? Watch. Watch Arnold. He has him if he's out here on his assignment, but his assignment is if he goes straight in on a shallow, he lets him go. The linebacker's supposed to pick him up. But now Lawson's so busy telling Campbell to get the heck out of there because you've got a running back flaring out there. You're messed up. His assignment's a mess. Now his assignment's a mess because he's busy yelling at his teammate. Now both guys are open. Look at that. This guy, Campbell, is supposed to be here. Lawson's supposed to be on him. We've got major problems. Touchdown. To either guy, you could have thrown it. And this is all the motion and the mix. And people call them man beaters. Yeah, sure, they're man beaters, but they also are match beaters. Pattern match. So, trying to match these patterns, and everybody gets clogged up. Boom. And look at the guys busting in here. Look at this. The line's getting busted right here, but McCarthy gets it out. Touchdown. That's how Michigan, and look at the better execution too. That's what it's all about. They need to execute.